Hey guys, what's up? Dolby Dog. Today I'm going to do a video and an update on the Buick. I'm going to do an interior setup video and some other updates on this thing. So let me go climb on in and start this thing up and get outside. I forgot to mention what I did about these this gas line right here that was leaking in the past few videos. Well, it still is leaking, and it's got 3 hose clamps on that side, 3 hose clamps on this side. So obviously, that's going to have to be, like, this metal part right here is going to need to be all the way clamped. So, other than that, everything's good. Back to the video. Let's go ahead and see if she'll start up. Hopefully it will. I have a feeling it will. Still have that leak, although I did mess around with those hose clamps a little bit more. Of course she will. Yeah. Trixie. Ah, come on. There we go. So let me get on out. Ah. And here's the update for you guys. Paint job's looking pretty darn good, if you ask me. A lot better than my last 2 cars so far. Obviously, it hasn't changed too much since you guys last seen it. Still have to cover up some black paint on the roof. I mean, blue paint on the roof. It's still pretty blue up there from overspray and stuff like that. But as you guys can see now, I've painted my name on there. Not the best of writing, but there you go. It's in big letters now. Last year was on my hood of my Taurus, but you could barely read it because it was blue on blue. But under the hood here, not much has changed but one thing. Actually, 2 things. I added back these support bars, which obviously don't do much, but hey, why not have them there anyway? But as you'll see, something missing right here, and one of my cables is running through the hood of the car. This right here is my custom hand throttle. It's actually taken out of the cruise control, and all I have to do is pull on this, and my throttle goes. And you can actually hear my my gas pedal actually going up and down. So there's a good alternative to the gas pedal in case it for some reason breaks. There's a good alternative, which little did I know actually. Demolish Mission's another popular YouTuber, Dolby YouTuber, actually probably the most popular. Did the same exact thing on his Cutlass. I did not know about that until after I did this setup. I just went back and rewatched some videos he did because obviously I'm interested in W bodies and stuff like that. Anyway, I set up the cruise control to be a hand throttle, and it works well actually. Let me go ahead and start this thing back up so you guys can see just how well it works. well, and it's right here in a pretty convenient location, which is probably going to be more so over here once I get it all situated, but it works good. The 4100 here is running pretty good too. Still runs as good as ever. Go ahead and shut it back off. But now I'm going to do an interior setup and what I plan to do with this thing still, and what I've already done. I really haven't shown you guys much of the interior on this thing. So, as you can see, I have this huge bar, which is the same exact thing as this bar, going all the way across the interior of this car. This thing is actually, I should probably go to the other side to show you guys even a better view of how big this bar is. So I can't even get my hand all the way around it. It's huge. It's very thick metal too. So, and that goes up, and actually just cut many slices of a huge bar like this round bar, and actually made a halo bar out of it, which is the first one we've made, and I'm going to go ahead and say it came out successful. And reason being I don't put it on this side, like this, is because of two reasons. First thing is, in the rules, it states that this bar has to be parallel with this bar. So, it pretty much is. Very good. Very parallel and everything it needs to be. And the seat, my seat, where it's comfortable, does not go far back as what a normal Dolby driver would, because I'm very, very short. I'm very, very short, sadly. But it's in a pretty good position. The bar is right against the seat, and I mean right against the seat. So that seat, I don't think is going to break and lean back at all. If it breaks, it's going to fall off the side. And even before that happens, this gas tank right here, the protector for that will catch the seat. But yes, this bar is very, very hefty. We've welded plates to the side of the car, I mean the B-pillar, just to get best connection and everything. Let's see here. Also, I have a driver's door bar, and it is pretty much up to my, just around my hip is, and it is quite good, actually. It really, I feel as if it will really protect me, and it's pretty much lined up exactly with the original bar that's in the door, so that's even more protection there. And I don't think, even if it does, for some reason, break up front, it's not going to go anywhere because it's inside this. I mean, I can touch it off the other side. So it's not going to go anywhere. It's pretty safe in there. And I'm going to have big foam padding going around it, so I won't feel anything if for any reason this door comes in here or there or anything like that. I'll have it up to here probably, the foam padding. I'm also going to have foam padding on the back of where my arm goes, probably like right there, because my arm may swing back and hit that bar, and that would suck if there was no padding on it. Probably going to have a like a bungee cord or something like that, ratchet strap going from that pillar all the way to just around here, so I can put my arm on, just to have a replacing good relaxed place for my arm. That, or I'll have my arm on the column shifter the whole entire time. And if my throttle ends up breaking, that's where my hand's going to be. At least my right hand. My left hand's always going to be on the steering wheel. Always on the outside, because you never want to put your hand inside this, because if you take a wheel shot and if your wheel turns all the way, this thing's going to go around really fast and possibly break a wrist. So no, don't want that happening. Definitely not. But that's pretty much it for the interior. I mean, everything else is pretty much normal as I've had it for the last 2 years. on my Dory car setup, except the gas tank is no longer on the floor. It's up floating gas tank, because that's what the rules state. I have to have a floating gas tank, and it is actually welded. There's two little pipes, lots of little pipes welded to the bar here, and it's very secure. This gas tank ain't going anywhere. And this battery over here is bolted down with a piece of wood. It's still a little bit loose. This bar isn't, this thing isn't all the way down, and we're also going to put a front support just in case this battery for some reason goes flying forward, and so this can't move. It obviously isn't going to go back any, because yeah, it's going to meet metal if it does, although this plastic is already right against it. So I'm pretty confident about this interior. I think it's going to hold up well. If my rear end bends to that gas tank, I ought to just stop, because that's a lot of bending. Like, it has to bend just about to the middle of the door here. I don't think it's going to get past right here. I think it's all going to fold up until here at max. Like, I don't want to totally destroy this trunk, because if I want to run it again, which I'm actually planning on maybe saving this car. I don't know. We'll see. But that also leads me to the next subject. Since I already have my tent here, and this is being stored in the tent, where's my Corvette going to stay? Well, it isn't. It's in storage still. I haven't taken it out of storage, and I'm not going to sell that car this year, sadly enough. It may appear here for a little bit, just for me to fix and get all ready for next year to sell. But this car, I believe, going based off how built this thing is, and since it's a W body, I think it's going to survive. I really do. And if I lose this demo, it's probably going to be for something stupid, like maybe wiring or a fuse blows or something like that. Very stupid stuff. I've already pretty much got this thing to go. Ready to go. There's only a few more things to do. I'm probably gonna get all this wiring all snugged and ready to go for the demo. I still don't know what I'm gonna do about that computer. It's gonna be challenging, but that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I've just been blabbing, but probably got a little boring, but I just got to update you guys on this car, and the demo's coming up here soon. It's less than a month now. I'm pretty excited, and I hope you guys are excited too. So like, comment, subscribe, and stick around for that demo. I promise we'll make this one. Bye bye, everybody.